So hey, just see we got things going here. Um, well, before we get into the drumming, what I wanted to share with you was just a few things that I heard regarding releasing trauma and processing the difficult areas in your life with perhaps relationships or even with your own self regarding traumas that have happened to you. And here's what I heard: allow for space. Release any need to control. Don't try to be someone's voice. You have a voice of your own. Hone your voice and craft your voice. Allow. That word kept coming up over and over again. Just allow. Loosen the grip of preconceived notions of how something should be in order for you to be okay and happy. No one can control your personal wellness. That is up to you. Now, this is speaking to adults, not children. If you're a child and for some reason you've come across this video and you're being abused, find someone, tell someone. Don't be silent. Do not be silent. Tell someone. Express your emotions honestly and with respect for others. So, it's not don't express those deeper, more passionate emotional sides of yourself and just shove them down and leave them so that they're all inside of you still, and you haven't allowed them to flow as emotions need to. Express them, but express them, learn how to express them in healthy ways. Look for what you can control. Look for what you can control and make that a priority. So with that, I'm going to restock this fire, and I'll bring the camera a little closer so it's on the cards and you can see the table while we get to hear the fire still. I'll keep it replenished, but yeah, let's get started. Breathing in deep and wide. Hey, 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 oh. Breathing in deep and wide. Hey, hey, oh. Breathing in deep and wide. Hey, hey, oh. Breathing in deep and wide. Hey, hey, oh. One more time. Breathing in We have a red candle out for grounding because that will not leave us with all of these other messages coming in astrologically with Taurus and Scorpio. Fixed energies. This is about really, really looking at where our fixed energies are at and how perhaps we need to ground them and root them. So I'm just clearing the air now with sage and asking for protection as we go into this reading. Thank you, Great Spirit, the Divine Feminine. Speak to us now. Speak to us now of what has been to release into today. To let the trauma go away as we receive from you. Samodati. Samodati. In the areas of release and transformations for women, medicine woman to run, what would you say to us? What would you say to us about is a theme of releasing our trauma or a theme that we need to look at? Just one thing, okay? We're taking that. It came out, guys. It flipped over right in on us. Nice and quick. We're going to take it. And I hear to take the bottom card. I'm taking that too. So these are going to be two themes that we need to look at. And then I'm asking the Women's Body, Women's Wisdom Oracle deck. What do we need to know? What do we need to see regarding our bodies and wisdom at this time? What's important? What's important for us to see and to know? Okay, we've got two cards that want to come out, and it looks like they want to go here. And this card wanted to go here, and that's all I hear. So, yeah, pretty simple and straightforward. So I have to be cognizant of my battery out here. I have to find a way to get a battery pack. But, all right, here we go. So the first card that's a theme that wants to be seen is the Totem of Bulls. And that is Dolphin, the Swimmers. Totem of Bulls. Dolphins, the Swimmers. Okay, well, that's kind of fun here because dolphins are fun animals. So there's this fun energy that's coming out as a theme that I hear spirits asking you to have more fun and to not take things so doggone seriously. For we cannot heal what we do not love. This is something I say often, and it's totally true. We have to be in a place where our body is able to receive. And if we stay in these positions of low depression over what has occurred, and we don't see the other pieces of life that aren't broken, because surely there are pieces that are not broken, and we only focus on what is broken, our bodies are not in a good vibrational state to be able to heal. And in the Bull suit in the Medicine Woman Tarot, you're dealing with the Cup suit in Tarot. So this is the 10 of Cups. It's the card that is known of bliss. And cups are west. They represent fall and sunsets. And they mean devotions. What are we devoted to? What do we love? What are we putting our hearts upon? And when you get to the 10, you've come to pardon me, the totem. This is the knight in the tarot. So this is action and this is movement in this love and bliss. As the dolphin moves, you see how this is all tying together. And this is asking you in the Medicine Woman Tarot to swim in eternal light. This is a card of bliss and really asking you to find your bliss again. And so that means going in and doing that work once and for all and allowing yourself to do that work. All right, the next card. Also, 10 reduces to 1 because we always want to take cards back to a common denominator in the tarot to get the main theme. So it is the Magician card. So the Magician card's fascinating here. That's the Mercury energy. And what that is that's the intelligent energy. It's not the Moon card, the next card, the High Priestess. It's the rational intellect. It's asking you to harness Mercury in your situation. Definitely. All right, 7 of Pipes. Now, this was upside down, and I am reading reversals now. I just started this a few months ago, so I'm going to take it. It came up upside down, and so the energy is, as you can see, falling out of the person's head onto the ground. They're upside down. They're disorientated. How long can you stay upside down? It's good to do it for a while, but, we can't stay here. And so now what you have is a new suit as well. And you have pipes. And pipes in the Medicine Woman Tarot signifies wands. And this is the east. So it's the opposite side here of the zodiac. Cups are west and pipes are east. It's spring, it's dawn, it's channels. It's channels from heaven down, so to speak, channels from in to out, channels between people, channels between the animal kingdom, channels between the crystal kingdom, I believe exists. The channels anywhere, it's speech. It's the connective energy, the passionate energy, the fire energy within us. And when you have a 7, this is being overcome by disappointment and loss when it's upright, and it's overcoming doubt by action of the self, and I'm binding the self and allowing the self to go forward, right? But here it's upside down. So what I heard is it's been too much of releasing your power out onto the ground in ways that haven't been beneficial for you, in ways that have been, you're losing your fire. We want to take our fire and we want to send our creative energy out and we want to put it onto the ground to create and manifest. But this is fires too many at once. 7 isn't a low number. It's all your fire coming out. And it's 7, so it's in 7 different directions. That's interesting. That could tie to 7 days of the week. You're doing this every day. That can tie to the 7 chakras. You need to get the 7. Perhaps we need to look at getting our 7 chakras in order. Um, so I'll leave that up to you to determine, but it's definitely energy that's coming out and not being like this 10, happy and blissful, because the energies have been going in the wrong ways. And so it's asking you to take a look at your day-to-day energies and where they're going. And with that, I'm going to how much time do I have? Ooh, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to leave the fire in. Here we go. I was going to stir it, but I'm going to leave it. Enlightened heart and mind. Imagine and allow. Enlightened heart and mind. imagine and allow, and I'm going to put that up in front of you because these are some beautiful, beautiful colors. They go right in line with the ocean colors here and the moving colors of the waves. I mean, you got to see that. That's pretty clear right there. So number 1 goes with 10, number 1. Remember I said it reduced to a 1, and 1 are new beginnings. So it's asking you to consider your imagination and to consider allowing yourself to perhaps go in places that you haven't before, because it's under enlightened heart and mind. And I'm going to read what she has in her book here. And she divides her book into 5 different areas. And then she has 10 movements underneath each area. But under enlightened heart and mind, it says this: there are many ways of knowing something. You can learn about the human body, for example, through technological scanning techniques and the classic study of anatomy. This will give you a roadmap for how to think about the body. But it will teach you nothing about how the energy of the heart actually influences and heals the body. The same is true with education. Education will ground your knowledge and give you a solid foundation upon which to build your own point of view. But it won't tell you how to enliven that knowledge with your spirit and use it to create a life of joy, freedom, and growth. Make sure that your mind and your heart always work together and in service to your highest possible purpose. So this is curiosity about the world, and the desire to know more is the beginning of all knowledge and the basis for education. What would you like to know more about? We are born with open minds and an unquenchable search for knowledge. Ask why. So it's asking you to go into more of the deeper aspects of this trauma. Like, take a look at the whole picture and ask how this occurred and why this occurred, and look at the individuals that did it, and perhaps understand that maybe they were too going through something in their own lives. And this is about releasing and allowing everyone to have their own path. Next card. Again, enlightened heart and mind. These were shuffled, so this is quite interesting. Enlightened heart and mind. This is beautiful. She's got an owl on her shoulder. This is number 8. Channel clearly. Channel clearly. So again, under this whole theme of enlightenment and moving to a place of connection with spirit, enlightenment means, the 12th house of the zodiac, Neptune, Pisces, reaching the spiritual place, and getting above the earthly way of seeing things. That's what I'm hearing. Channel clearly. You will always be inspired to the highest and best use of your mind and heart by the things that move you. Pay attention to what makes you laugh and what makes you cry. These are the areas associated with your greatest gifts and talents. Always ask the question, who and what does my intellect serve? Our bodies work best when our minds and hearts work in harmony with our highest purpose. And this is bringing out 1 and 1 again, because this is Mercury, number 1, the Magician card. Is really asking you to get practical here and to move out of the emotional state of all those feelings and get into the emotional state of how you want to feel, and stay in that state by overcoming what has occurred to you. And I hope that makes sense to you. And I just send you out with love and light over you and over your mind. And I ask that you would be released from these traumas that you have carried, daughter, sister, mother, wife, friend, for far too long. And now I ask that you would loosen those roots as you take the advice that Spirit has brought forth, where it is applicable to you and how you identified with it in your way. And I don't want to be your voice ever. I never want to be someone's voice. I just want to be an open channel, and these are the messages that came today. And you can see, the fire is really, really going out here. And it's like asking us, everything is been smoldered and burnt and done. This trauma is done, and it's left just smoke and ashes. And it's asking you to rise from that, okay? It's asking you to rise up. Rise up, you can do it. And get the help you need from where you feel, you're drawn to and where the best avenue is. But please get help for yourself, and know that mental wellness, emotional wellness, it's your birthright. And there are many people that are waiting to assist you with that. Namaste, dear one.